Listen, I wanted to start the show today to just acknowledge these Andrew Callaghan allegations. I've asked Doug and Vic to step out because I didn't want them sitting behind me, not knowing what to do, not knowing where to look. But I also want to apologize for not speaking about this, for any of us speaking about this. I think, it's been a very painful week for us and very difficult experience to process it. And we didn't want to just rush out and say something that felt insincere or, kind of like crisis person told us what to say kind of thing. That I don't think that's helpful. And we just want to wrap our heads around it and talk about it and try to understand it more. But of course, we're aware of the allegations. We take them very seriously. And it's just been very sad and just, disappointing, to say the least. I just want to clarify a couple things. We, have no professional relationship with Andrew at this time and have no plans going forward to have any relationship with him. Our role with him is we produced the film that a lot of you guys have seen. There's been a little confusion about the Channel 5 name. That's Andrew's name, Channel 5. It has nothing to do with Eric and I's Channel 5 name. That was a bit of confusion for us as well. But we did produce the movie, and I feel terrible that this film now has these allegations tied to it because some very good people worked very hard on it. But it's just a movie, and I want to say that we believe these women that came forward and of course totally condemn the type of behavior that Andrew's being accused of. And I believe that's up to Andrew to address these allegations and do so openly and honestly. And I really hope he does, do that as soon as possible. And that's really all I have to say about it right now. We're not going to talk about it during the show. That's why we didn't start with the opening. That's why Vic and Doug aren't here. I'm going to try to, as Vic says, put these negative thoughts and acknowledge them and try to have fun and know that this is something that Andrew has to address. I just also finally want to say, I have a daughter, and as I read about this stuff and learn about this stuff, it's the last thing in the world that I'd want to have happen is what's been talked about in this with these allegations. And I have a son, and I want to make sure that as we raise him, my wife and I raise him, that we raise him to understand and respect women and grow up to be a good and honorable person. And finally, I just wish, peace and love for everybody involved. It's a terrible situation, but it's happening, in real time, and we're trying to process it like everybody else is. So that's all I have to say. Thank you guys for listening and understanding where we're at. I know I'm a bit emotional about it because it's just been very difficult. But I'm going to shake it off, and we're going to start the show.